What's good, everybody? Remember 17 here. Today, we're going to be doing something along the lines of the worst fighters in every weight class. Not just one fighter, we're going to go fighters. So multiple fighters in each weight class. It's one of the quote-unquote worst ones in bantamweight is Raul Rosas Jr. Mainly because of his stats. The grappling entries currently on UFC 5 aren't exactly the best. So when it comes to shots, takedowns, you can't really get that explosive type of entry that you would need on somebody that's being really aggressive or to enact a super aggressive game plan outside of trying to double leg bail the entire time. So we have a couple things in mind that we're going to follow through with Raul Rosas Jr. A couple things we're going to be utilizing the body teep, which is a good weapon to have to create some space. This Corey Sandhagen is stand switching a lot and using that to set up kicks. And that's actually something keen to what Corey Sandhagen does himself in real life, where he stand switches. He does build off the double jab, but this one's going with a heavier approach. Now, he makes a mistake. He tries to go forward, moving with that strike. We hit him with the body teep, and we drop down into the guillotine and reverse him into the mount position. Couple things with that guillotine. He definitely had the ability to race that mount transition, so I was surprised he kind of waited. But he ends up getting back into the sprawl position. We're going to go here and take back mount. Now, Raul Rosas Jr., where he is lacking in the striking department, where he does shine pretty well, and this should be something that should be prevalent across all weight classes, where the lower rated fighters have a specific thing about them that makes them dangerous. Now, meta speaking wise, it's going to be hard against the Peter Yan, super aggressive punching Corey, the best of the best strikers in the game. But if they are going kick for kick, and you can time them off of their kicks and you're not getting rocked right away, you can enact a grapple heavy game plan. So that's going to be our road to victory here. So he also has access to the heel hooks from full guard, top full guard. But the Corey Sandhagen player makes a good decision and is able to stand up. So with Raul too, his character model is way too brolic. His character model is not. There's a couple character models in this game where their physique and size does not really match how they look. I know that he looked a lot. He looked a lot more filled out at bantamweight last time he came out, but he doesn't. This one looks like he's a goddamn lightweight or even like a welterweight. So I don't really like that, and that can also make it difficult to avoid shots because his head movement is not the best, his footwork stat is not the best, and of course his striking move levels are also not the best. So that's why we're trying to keep it simple with the overhands, a couple jabs here. Corey's able to get back up. Right there, we sidestep away from the spinning heel kick to try to mitigate the damage to the block. Any of you guys who've Any of you guys who've trained like kickboxing and Muay Thai, anything like that, they'll teach you not to directly stay in front of your opponent when they throw a kick. If you can, nice. If you can like move away from the strike, move away from the kick. As you block the strike, it'll reduce the impact of it, right? Like somebody tries to block the body kick. You can block the body kick, right? But it does help if you step away from it and let it phase through so you don't take the direct impact of the strike. So back to this very kick-heavy Corey Sandhagen. And I got to be really careful with trying to chase Corey because one of the main changes they made in UFC 5 with the footwork stat. There's a reason why you don't see Corey as much in UFC 4 versus how much you see him now. It's because the higher the footwork stat, the harder it is to kind of cut them off and chase. So you got to choose slow, deliberate movements, and he makes a big error that allows us to catch a kick and take him down. I'm surprised he's just not punching as much as he really should to set up those kicks. Like the first round, he's already built like a good presence at, look, I'm going to be going kick heavy this entire time. If he were to supplement that with more punches, he'll be able to get a lot more offense off. Now, we're going to see if Corey has the get. I don't know if Corey has the wrestling get up here. All right, that answers my question. There's a couple guys I don't know the moveset. There's a requirement, I think it's like wrestling move levels 2 or 3, or it could be jiu-jitsu get-ups, where if you try to go and punch them from the back mount position, if they time the R2 and put their right analog stick to the side of the strike that they're throwing, then those are body teep again. Then you'll be able to escape from back mount. If you don't have that, back mount is really hard to escape from. But we're getting back down to the ground again. And The top control stat of Rosas is not that great, but we're able to get this denial. Try to go for the guillotine. I will say, be careful trying to go for the guillotine with anybody who has high wrestling reversals, because they don't even need a pre-denial anymore. They can just deny it regularly or have a stamina advantage, and they'll reverse the position, hit a nice little duck under. Not even a duck under. It'll be like a low-level duck under and end up taking your back. So we're back up here on the feet. Rosas is rated as a 3.5 star in the bantamweight division, which is fair. I can name a couple other fighters that aren't exactly too great in this division. I think Jimmy Rivera, who's no longer on the UFC roster, by the way. He's still in the game. He's also not too great to use. That's what we're talking about. The takedown entries. Oh, my Lord. Jimmy Rivera's probably not too good to be using in bantamweight. He has a very short reach, not the best kick and move levels. We'll have to see. Let me know who else y'all think is not that good in bantamweight. In the other weight classes, I have a set. I already know who's not that great. Oh! Beautiful. We'll drop him. Yeah. 10 seconds left. Like, I already have an idea of who's not that good. But Raul Rosas was like the first thing that came to mind. I'm like, yeah, he's the only 3.5 star right now, I think. Him and Thomas Almeida, but I'd argue Almeida's a little bit better because Almeida has some really good move levels. He can strike a lot better. And the game currently, outside of being super aggressive with like the bails until before the nerf goes in, grappling wise, like those entries, like the grapple advantage means fuck all. It means fuck all. If you guys have seen my how to buff takedowns video, you'll know exactly why trying to buff the takedowns needs to be done. But we're gonna take out the base leg there. Surprise, no action. Duck and move. Now the good thing is we know that we've established a solid lead. Slim jump. Nope. Keep the leg. We get to my guard. Back up. I really don't want to. I don't want to get up here. I do not want to get up here. But I'm gonna have to. Tries to go find me. This guy's doing a fantastic job. He's doing a fantastic job. I can't even hold you. There's a good slip. Ooh, that's that new Muay Thai knee animation. Going for the lunging hook. And I can't afford to overthrow against Corey Sandhagen, especially with Raul Rosas' health stats. Not the best. Even with a slight head health lead, Corey Sandhagen's cardio allows him to recover exponentially. Was that a sidestep I just saw? Jumping kick. Head kick again. He's just blasting kicks with reckless abandon. Starting to see that he's sidestepping, so trying to throw out the roundhouse kick. Oh yeah. It feels like it honestly feels like I'm in the mud. I can't even I can't really. There we go. It's harder to find my timing with Farouk. And he has the bad kicks from the lead side. Oh yeah. Okay. Go for the knee pick. Go straight for the heel hook. There we go. All right. Let's see where jiu-jitsu's at. Doesn't fake that. We go for the struggle. Doesn't fake it again. And we found a hole in Corey Sandhagen's game. Now, from here, we're going to get real aggressive. We're trying to immediately take the back. To the back. Go to the armbar. And we're going to attack immediately, right away. Is it done? Fight's done. Perfect. All right. So, little idea I'm tossing out to you guys. Any fighter suggestions in terms of worst fighters each weight class, I want you to drop it down in the comment section. I will use them and we can make a whole series on this. Using like Raul is kind of almost a beta, like a beta test for the series. I'd also, it's something that reminds me of the unfavorable matchup series I used to do on UFC 3. So this would be a good way to kind of bring it back in a different sense, because on rank, you're more likely than not going to run into the best guys, using the best guys, and it's going to be a fun challenge. So Happy to get the armbar win there with Art Roses Jr. Very happy I didn't have to run into Sean O'Malley or Peter Yan, because Corey in himself, he's already a solid pick. O'Malley has a little bit more power. Yan is always a hassle, and a couple other guys in the division too. So go in the comment section. Let me know who you'd like to see me use next in whatever weight class. Really highlight their strengths, their weaknesses, what exactly makes them the worst fighter in that weight class, and I'm going to go and use them for the series. And we can keep this going. There's 200, almost 300 fighters on this roster in total across all the weight classes, so I'm interested to use whoever. So let me know in the comment section. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little intro video to the series. I appreciate all of you. Like and subscribe. I'm Mercer 17. I'm out of here.